That's why it's really very simple, straightforward system, and that's why guys always want to try and outthink it and do something different. Yeah. But like Tim says, probably the single most important aspect of that system is caulking correctly. I'm sure we
and making sure you don't screw up pulling logs down or pulling them up or pulling them left, right.
Yeah, where they align.
Pretty key.
These fasteners, I am so sure this has got to be overkill for strength.
They said they're every 18 inches.
18, double the ends in 18 inches. So this we get two, and then 1, 2, probably 3 more. And that's a tremendous amount of hold. I was doing up in New Hampshire in December a couple years ago, and we were down on the first course. I was standing on the ground, and there was some twist. We talk about twist. This had been cut for shipment August 15th or August 5th. I can't remember. Big house, and everybody got screwed up there. The code guys and everybody. We were building it December 15th, so they had some twist. And I'm on the ground, like right over there, and we're fighting this, and we're expecting lots of legs, but it wouldn't go down. I figured we had a piece of ice caught under, so we took all the legs out, and the guy, Tim's size, only taller, he's behind a bar, and we couldn't get that thing up. Finally, I found one leg, that we buried and didn't see it. You got enough legs to do 18 on center, and heavier if you got a problem log. So. And he knows that if you did run short of anything, you can call us for it. So these are where outlets are gonna go?
Yeah, this is kitchen counter, so that's, minimum 2 circuits.
Okay.
Fridge, and there's a bathroom one over there. I did plus 42 on it.
So essentially then we just don't want to, because you're gonna run up through here and up through here?
Yeah, that's the point of
okay, so we just
Don't put a lag there.
we just won't put legs for a few inches each side of that, so when he drills, he doesn't have to worry about hitting. Right, that's all.
Tim, how do you put the boxes in the logs?
Router with a deep bit. You almost had to have a jig, so router doesn't run on you. It's work, but it's the best thing to do.
Got it.
I think, and we don't have to worry about it today, but if you're really waiting for a storm and you're trying to keep minimal materials up here, these are about I think 28 feet of roll.
Okay.
So you say, well, I get 4, maximum 5 up here on this deck.
Well, yeah,
if you say, man, it could rain, and
you don't want them wet. Yeah, they'll soak up the water.
But you're trying to get one more course before it rains, that would get you done. And the gasket, or the caulking, is about 28 feet or something of linear bead. But then each log you're doing 1, 2, 3, you're doing about 18 inches worth.
Right.
So there's another 1.5 foot. So you say, well, if I figure around 20 feet of tube, I'm only going to get that many up here in case it rains,
It is backwards, but it's backwards.
Telling me they move.
Yeah.
They don't need to be.
Sometimes you tap. Depends when we get to putting one down. What I found sometimes, I got a builder up in
with no gasket, no caulk, they slide around. But I wondered
if you want to shove it that way, Tim knows, you can beat on that and it'll just bounce on that gasket. It's like a basketball sneaker. It really holds. But you can tap it a little bit sometimes. If you want to move it along, you'll just pull it along. One of the guys up in Lake Placid got used to doing this, put a couple washers on there. And he said, I like doing that. I'll just put that in there, suck it along tight. You guys tighten that up. I'll take this, takes a second, but you're not screwing with it, or you're not.
Now that's when he doesn't hit his line.
Yeah, if you want to
just off his line.
Yeah, if you want to pull it along,
move and
tighten it up. There are some companies that automatically have a come-along system with clamps, and they pull the logs together. You don't have to. You don't have to do that, but you do want them tight, like Tim said, because they total Yeah, 36 or 35.6. So you do have to have them tight, but a number of ways to get there. So.
21 years ago, I started my own business, and what I wanted to do was log homes.
Oh, okay.
It took about 12 years before I got a chance to do one, and
Yeah.
I stumbled into that,
Uh-huh.
and now I know why I wanted to do them. I love log homes.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna put this. We're gonna put up.
No, you don't have to put it.
Okay. First, remember we gotta put some gasket in here. Okay. Peel that off. I put my hand down there to make sure I can tell it's going all the way to the bottom. And like Tim was saying with his corners, if you want it to just be past there, a tiny tad, that's fine.
Yep, I'd like to have it a little bit
Okay.
past.
And then sticks. Okay. Then caulking. Then we have a vertical that's going to touch below, and this is a round bead, goes right up and off the top. Put another insurance bead on the inside. Okay, and then we put a D from the one that's going to come through later, like this, up to, the one that we're going to be touching down there. That bead of caulk's going to be touching that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one coming around later is going to come and touch that one. So you got an insurance
And then
around
on
the
the
corner.
outside.
On the outside, yep. But I like to set the male first, because now if I want to look down on that, I can't really tell where it is. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't want to, you know how I'm going to know where it's right? Because of that line anyway.
Mhm.
See? And the same with this one. I'm going to know this way, but I won't know this way except for that line. So really doesn't matter which one we. If you like laying the female log first, we'll do that, because we know that this isn't going to be shoved too far that way or too far in and lose the caulk joint because of that line down there. So that being said, let's lay this one first. We know the end of it's got to go right here. Okay? All right, you want to handle your first log?
Oh yeah, all right.
Here.
This is the
You-
historic.
Yeah.
This is the
Ceremony.
historic
Get out
log.
there.
Here, hold on,
Because
we're
I
getting a
forced that
little
meeting to
far.
grab on the caulk.
Oh, you got, oh, God, he gets you in the car. All right.
You did that on purpose, I'm sure. Now,
Usually we have two guys just to, so that
Steer
it
it.
sets down straight, you know? Okay.
so you got to set it straight as it
Pretty
goes
much,
down.
yeah, you don't want to scrub it around. Okay.
Now,
So we know that's real easy to know if this is right.
okay.
This way, okay, in and out, we're gonna center it like that. Right, Tim?
Mhm.
Okay. So if that, unless we cut it wrong, that should be right where it belongs. I like looking at this, centering this way, say it's good on the line. I'd put one right here. Whether you bury it or not, it's up to you, but I might put it just to tag it so it can't go endways anymore.
Right.
And it still can go this
Right, we'll
way.
leave that in float.
Yep.
This one here will determine that.
That'll determine it. Yep. So I'll let Tim.
The right angle side with more powerful motor.
I don't.
Push the plug over.
All right, now so we'll leave that end float
Yeah.
and set the next one into it. So that line is going to control this exact corner. Position down into it. Nope. Nope. All right, I can toe screw that over.
Boy, he's close. I mean, you tell me if it's... Will it move when he...
Center.
See, get it centered this way. And now we got the line to go by.
You can see the line. It's not really
Wrong. Now, anything you put at an angle, you got to take out of it.